Hello, welcome to Bikes and Boards. Today we are looking at the Eahora Juliet Pro 2, one of our favorite bikes in the stable. Today we're going to be making a little bit of a modification / improvement to the bike. The bike does not come with turn signals. There are wireless turn signals that you can order online and put on here. They work okay, but I want to introduce you to a new product that was recently released by Citizen Performance. I will leave a link in the video. They were initially designed for the wired line of bikes, the 60 and 72 volt wired Warrior, Scout, Predator, etc. However, they are compatible with the Eahora Juliet, which is, although I have a wired bike, I also enjoy riding this bike quite a bit, and I use it as a commuter bike. With that being said, I would like it to have turn signals. One of the great things about this kit is there is no cutting, soldering of any sort. Everything is plug and play. So let's get into this and I'll explain to you how you can install this on your Eahora. All right, this particular kit, when you order it, will come with a complete wiring harness. That wiring harness will simply be, what you'll do is you'll locate the cable that runs to your display, and it has its Y connection on it. You open up the wire to your display like so. You go ahead and insert this in its place. And in the process of doing that, what's going to happen is you're going to be providing power to these turn signals. And it literally is plug and play like this. You just plug it in, plug the other end in, and it interrupts the power going to the display, and then you have turn signals that are wired in. In fact, I have them just laying here now, but I can go ahead and turn them on so that you can see. This is, let's see, I currently have the left going. I can switch that over, have the right. So what I've done, I've taken the wiring harness, I've run it down through the frame, through the back swing arm out here. I've gone ahead and mounted the lights, the turn signals on the back right beside my tail light. And now I'm going to go ahead and mount the front. Now, this is a plug and play kit, and it is designed for use on the wired bikes. So with that being said, I did make certain adaptations in order to put this on the Juliet. For instance, it comes with a horn. I didn't really like the look of having the horn sticking out here due to the double crown forks. So I mounted it underneath the lowers, the fork lowers here. So it more or less is out of the way once the headlight's in place. Then I've taken the turn signal mounts and I've mounted them. I don't really run a fender, but I've gone ahead and I've run a M6 through here and I've mounted it. I'm going to go ahead and put my turn signals right here, and then we should be good to go. All right, so before you install these, you're going to want to determine which one is right, which one is left. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the right turn signal. I have the right one in my hand right now. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. All I'm going to do is I'm going to loop the wire through the opening in the bottom, run the turn signal in, and then I'm going to thread in the bolt. Or the nut on the back side, I should say. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to repeat the process on the left-hand side. And I will be going ahead and reinstalling my headlight. I just get it out of the way here so we'd have easy access. Now, if you don't want to go with this method, there are some online options you have where these can be mounted on brackets that extend right off of the forks. I thought this was a fairly clean install once I go ahead and put the OEM headlight back in place. Okay, now that I've got the turn signals in here, I'm just going to go ahead and mount my OEM headlight back here. The other component of this system is you've got a handlebar mounted control pod. So you've got your left turn signals here, your right turn signals here, horn, and high beams. All right, we've got both right and left going here. Essentially, we've got four-way signals going. As you can see up on the display here, both are activated at the same time. Let's go ahead and just leave the left on. And as you can see up front here, I've got the turn signals mounted. I didn't like seeing the wiring in between on the bracket. Let me go ahead and kill this left turn signal. So what I did is I went ahead and I fabricated a carbon fiber tube to cover that, give it a little bit cleaner look. But all in all, you can see all we have to do is interrupt the power as it goes to the display, plug in the Y cable, run the wiring harness for the rear of the bike down through the swing arm and to the back to the lights, and run the other up to the front. I did go ahead and I split the turn signals from the horn. I just didn't want the horn to be out here, but that's personal taste. And then I've got the turn signals mounted right here. And of course, I still retain my factory headlight, which let's go ahead and turn the bike on. There we go. And you can see the headlight is on, as well as turn signals. So once again, I will leave a link in the description. Citizen Performance is who manufactures this, and while it is using the 5-pin Juliet for the wired bikes, the display on the Eahora is also a 5-pin Juliet, and it is compatible with the Juliet Pro 2 60-volt dual motor.